What's going on, guys? HEG back on the deck profile. We got my man Mimighoul. What's going on?
What's up?
First place today in our local tournament with what deck?
With Mimighoul Tenpai.
Mimighoul Tenpai. It works.
It works.
All right, let's get to the profile then and see what's up.
Okay, so first, I'm running 3 Mimighoul Fairies. It's a good extender and it stops my opponent from playing with canceling out their special summon monsters from hands effects. And then obviously we're running the 3 Dragon, the most important card of the deck, most powerful. Lets me search my engine, lets me add my spells and my traps, and just lets me play better. I'm running 2 Mimighoul Archfiends. It's good. It lets me set up with my Mimighoul Maker, and it also hand rips and lets me draw a card. I'd put it at 2 because it's not that useful now that I have the extenders. I'm running 2 Masters. The reason for this is I like to have the extender. I like the availability for small world that I have in my deck, and then I also like being able to 2-hit KO because they get buffed with the throne.
Nice.
I'm running 1 Slime just for the Maker. It's good. It lets me set up.
This is the one that you give your opponent?
It's the one I give my opponent with the Archfiend. This flips it, and this is my special summon, so it's a really good extender, and it enables me to just get my opponent faster.
Oh, okay.
I'm running 1 Cerberus. This banishes 3, and then gives me one of the banished monsters. The reason I play this is because a lot of cards target to destroy my field spell or my back row, so it protects those face-up cards and lets me play through that.
So that's the monsters, right?
Now I'm missing 1 more.
Oh, shit.
And I have Mimighoul Armor.
Oh, okay, the common.
It's not much to say about it, it just lets me extend, and that's about it.
Okay, cool.
I'm running 3 Mimighoul Maker.
God card.
God card, best spell on the deck. It lets me set up for my field and gives my opponent something wrong. So it lets me set up.
This
faster.
basically you activate it good turn 1 and then you don't have to worry about Imperm or Lightning Storm anymore.
Not at all.
Oh, it's not Lightning Storm, sorry. Evenly match.
So yeah.
That's insane.
Mimighoul Dungeon. The best thing, my favorite thing, it doesn't let my opponent normal summon, and their special summon monsters can attack. So I get to play for life, and once it's my turn again, I get to go for the KO. Mimighoul Fork. It's a new card. I'm only running it at 2 because it's not that good to start off with your hand, but the fact that I can either make them flip it or let me draw 2 cards is really strong, and in most often cases, they don't want to flip it because it's going to fuck them up.
Yeah.
And then I'm running Mimighoul Throne.
This card.
The core of the deck.
Yeah, this card's insane.
It stops my opponent from summoning, and then I get a Book of Moon, I space summon a card, and then also if it's in my graveyard and I haven't activated this turn, I can return my Mimighoul cards, any number I want to my hand, so that I can have follow-up for whatever else. Like, let's say I don't want to get Nibiru, do it, and then I Nibiru my opponent.
Okay, so that's the Mimighoul engine. It's a pretty fat stack right here.
It's a really fat stack.
Let's go with the Tenpai engine.
Obviously, I'm running 3 Pydras.
I still can't believe that you're playing the Tenpai engine instead of the Cashier engine. So what was the idea for this?
The idea for this is I don't let you attack, I don't let you normal summon, and then let's say I have my Senkamen set and you do get over that limiter, I stop you from attacking me by having my Tenpai cards. And then also I control my entire field. Once it's my turn again, I just kill you.
You just killed with the Tenpais. Okay, cool. So it's pretty good synergy from what you've been able to do. Let's go. So 3 Pydras.
Obviously the normal thing, 3 Chandras.
3 Chandra.
Obviously starter for battle. 3 Genroku. The reason I like Genroku a lot is that if I see it going first, it's good because I'm going to go special summon, so I can normal summon it instead of my Tenpai combo, but also that I can synchro into an Omni Negate if I'm able to set it up first and still get mine.
Okay, we're going to see that Omni Negate later on, alright?
Obviously, the 1 Fadra, you don't want to see it.
You don't want to draw it, yeah.
But it's the best thing to do with the Chandra. If you have your Pydra set up, you just go for OTK.
Nice.
Now I'm running the Senkamen at 3. Obviously, the first thing I want to see. If I draw 2, I go into Genroku, go into the Omni, and then set it. And if not, I just set it and let them pass.
God, I hate this card.
Best card.
Another good card.
Second Summoning, obviously, it's for the main part in this deck, you don't use it, you want to keep the dungeon, but it's a really good Ash bait because they don't expect you to be playing the
Mimighoul engine, yeah.
The Terraforming, it plays into both decks, and it's another Ash bait since I'm obviously playing 3 of everything else. I'm playing, and this is it for the Tenpai.
So a Tenpai engine, cool.
And then everything else I'm using for hand traps,
So non-engine,
non-engine. I'm running two
two talents and one throat.
one thrust. The thrust lets me set up my maker, my trap for Mimighoul, and so it lets me use a Mimighoul engine. And obviously the talent's always good because I'm making my opponents flip throughout their combos. So it lets me draw or look at their hand. It plays really well into his deck. I'm running 3 small worlds.
Oh, okay. So what's the deal with the small worlds?
The deal with the small worlds is that since the Mimighoul cards are all different types, but they're all earth and they all have different attacks, I can access every single engine really easily. I can go to my shifter or any of my hand traps and access my Mimighoul, access my Tenpai, and since it plays so well into it, I never break if I see it.
So it's a starter pretty much as well.
Starter, yes.
So good.
Going with the 2 crossout. The reason for this, obviously, I get shut down by Ashes or Drolls, and since I don't want that to happen, and it's safer to run. And since 60 cards, I rarely see it, but when I do see it, it's obviously a blessing to have.
Yeah, God card pretty much.
Shifter.
Golf course, hand traps now.
Obviously, Shifter. What happens with Shifter is that I win.
That's pretty much what it is.
And yeah, that's basically it. I'm running 3 Ash. Obviously, it's staple. I need to run it. It's strong. It's useful, and it works with my small world. Running 3 Imperms. The reason for them to still again staple. You gotta run it.
This is literally the best hand traps in the format right now. If you can play this card, play it. And then Imper and Ash are the best ones.
I'm also running 20 bureaus. Obviously, it's a lot safer to run now since I'm not going against Apple. And I pop it. That's actually how I won one of my duels today. They went to Promethean Flamebridge, Nibiru, won the game with OTK with Tenpai. 1 draw for crossout, and it's always nice to see.
In the main deck? Okay, cool.
And then 1 Magnum. I banish my own shifter, set up with my Tenpai, and get the winning turn. And it's also it's a good thing to shut off my opponent's field.
Nice.
And lastly, my Astrum for Rabbit.
Oh, okay, cool. So you said this is a 60 card deck?
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right, let's get to the extra deck then.
Let's get to the extra deck. Extra deck. Here, it's really different. I don't get shut off by Dimension Barrier. Luckily, it lets me play into a lot of stuff. So this is for my Mimighoul engine. I'm running 2 Mimighoul Thrones. Obviously super strong. Lets me switch on my master. Lets me switch on my engine, and it's also a bounce. Quick effect to bounce 1 or 2 cards depending on how much material it has of my opponent's field back into their hand. Running 2 Giants, the best Mimighoul card for my extra deck. Obviously there's only 2, but the reason for this is that I summon it and I get to switch on more engine. Any Mimighoul card can be monster, trap, field spell, or normal spell, and it just lets me set up for more and lets me get more follow-up. Obviously, apart from that, it lets me attack directly if they control a face-down card. So if all my monsters are buffed up down turn 3, I go for the OTK as I'm attacking directly.
So you would say that these cards right here from the new set boosted this deck enough to where it can be at least pretty viable in this meta.
Yeah, it's always super viable. It boosted the consistency. I can always see my cards, and I don't really struggle to see anything else. Plus, it lets me get a lot more recursion apart from the normal summoning prevention and the prevention from attacking during the battle phase. So it's really, really strong, and I really, really like it.
Nice. Okay, cool.
Obviously, you got to run the staples, the Sues, and the...
Easy Xyz access, so go ahead, yeah.
Yeah. The 1 Anima, because it's all level 1s. Obviously, the Gloomy meta right now. Everyone's running dark type cards, so I got to run it. The Rabbit, meta, replacement for Apple.
Yeah.
And so it's good to have. I'm running the Heralds. In case I do go first and I only see the Tenpai cards, it's just good setup and let me play later. The access code, always going to be strong, always going to be useful.
You're always going to have bodies and to go into it. Nice.
This is the Omni Negate that I was talking about.
Okay.
If I see a first turn, it's an Omni Negate, it prevents a nib, and it also helps me with the graveyard, it shuts it off. If monsters that would need to be sent to the graveyard, they're banished instead, so the effect don't go.
A walking dimension shifter.
Yeah, another shifter. Obviously, staple for Tenpai, to Sengen,
2 Bidents, yeah.
And the big one.
And the big, bro, this card is so annoying.
So good.
How many times did you summon this card today?
Every single game.
Every single game.
And it won me the game every single time. I just attacked and killed them. That's all I needed to do.
Nice. Okay, so that's 15, of course, obviously. No more, no less. Let's go to the side deck. Let's see if this is spicy enough.
I think is my favorite part. running 2 bestials. It lets me control the deck. It's a matter right now, light fiends, fiendsmith, that just lets you control. The 2 draws that I'm missing, since obviously I don't want to be in the main, but seeing them is really good, especially when shifter doesn't work. And then this is my favorite card. It lets me win for time, especially since I'm a control deck.
Yeah.
If I don't kill them, if I don't see Tenpai, I don't need to kill them. Go in game 3, I only see Mimighoul. Do this, and I just get my health. Time ticks, and I win.
How many times did you resolve this?
I didn't get to resolve it at all today, but that's because I kept seeing my Tenpai combos. I just went for the kill.
So you went for the kill instead of the...
Yeah, the control.
Yeah, okay, cool.
I attempted to do it in my last game, but obviously it didn't work. Didn't see it. My 2 barriers. Obviously, if I play Tenpai, I want to get it through. Or if I play an Nexus deck, it's obviously super strong. I also use Bell. Not letting the fusions of me into the Phantom. It's always really strong.
Or the Fiendsmith stuff.
Yeah, Fiendsmith. And then obviously it's good for cross-out, just for safety.
Yeah.
The 3 back removals, since I don't have that, I only have the bounce back, the 2 cosmics, and then my heartbeats, it's always good to see. And I decided to not run the lightning storm for the sole reason of I'm always going to see Nib and I'm always going to see cards on my field because of the same timing. So if I'm not able to activate it because I have a face-up card, there's no point in having a mana to break.
Okay, cool.
And then honestly, Solemns, I'm always trying to go first, and being able to proc it and stop my opponents from playing even more is always good.
Yeah, I've always said that Solemn Judgment is one of the best going first cards. All right, Mimighoul. Any shout-outs before we hit the hay?
Obviously, shout out to you, Aaron, who taught me how to play. You don't really shit on me a lot. Max for teaching me the rulings, and obviously being there to coach, and my uncle for getting me into the game. Obviously, if he wouldn't have been there, I wouldn't have played it, so I'm really glad that he did.
Nice. All right. Well, congratulations on your first place profile, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you for having me.